The solution for the future gas crisis is actually here, and it's been here for many years, just that people did not buy, and that's 90% of the problem. But I just want to point out something. This is a 2003 Cavalier compressed natural gas, which is dual fuel, so you can fill it up with compressed natural gas. Not available in most states in the United States, but it's available in Utah, Oklahoma, a few other places, but those are the two states it's mostly available, probably primarily in Utah and Oklahoma. But this was factory, so you fill it up to 3,600 pounds psi. There's a tank that takes up most of the trunk space, but it takes regular gasoline too. So it takes the regular 14 gallons of gasoline, and I got this car with real low mileage a couple of years ago, practically new, and it has a tank in the back behind the seat. And that's the tank where the compressed natural gas goes into, and it doesn't have to be, it's not liquid natural gas, it's not propane, it's the stuff that's found in the houses, the actual natural gas, but it has to be compressed. And it compresses, I think that specification is really 3,200 psi, not 3,600, but it does say that in the label. I believe it was around 3,200. Pretty much fills this up, and it's a 6-gallon equivalent. They don't actually go by gallons, but it gives you about 6 gallons equivalent. Mileage is about the same. It's ultra clean, and if you don't drive it extremely hard, the car actually lasts longer. So it's the only thing that you notice on it is your gauge. This light, there's a red light on here when it's on fuel. When you turn this gauge down this way, press it in, your fuel gauge will register compressed natural gas. Now these were available from General Motors for a number of years. This was the last year, and I got this one with like about 20,000 miles, a little more than 2 years ago. And it's a 2003. It's the last year they made them, right from the factory. And of course, there's the usual electronic stuff. It's not really that much different though than a regular car. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to use compressed natural gas because it's not available in this area, and it's not available in most places in the United States. But I will assume that gasoline is probably going to easily exceed $5 a gallon, maybe spike up to $7 or more, and settle down at $4 or $5. And this is the idea that is needed actually for the short term. And any car can run on this stuff. This is a standard Chevrolet engine. What's amazing is it's been available, like I said, this was the last year. I know they had these in 2001, 2002. They had them in the 90s. People did not buy them. That was the problem. Even though, in effect, you would have 20 gallons of fuel because you have 6 compressed natural gas equivalent of gasoline, and 14 in a tank, which given a range on a car like this, which gets well over 30 miles to the gallon, extremely 600-mile range on a highway easy. So, but partly you could blame the oil companies, partly you could blame the car companies. But if the car company puts out the product and people don't buy it, and it's an easy product to deal with, about the only thing that's bad about it is the trunk space is taken up with the tank, but there's more fuel range there. But people did not buy, and that is, so it's a combination of things. But I think in the future, you're probably going to find that most people are going to be really bitching about gasoline prices. I think it's probably going to be starting up here pretty soon. As soon as there's an attack on Iran, expect oil to go over $150 a barrel, and then gasoline will easily exceed $5. So this actually, right now, natural gas prices, the way they are sitting right now, if you had the device in your garage where you can pressurize the natural gas in the fuel tank safely, the device that you use at home, it takes overnight. The ones in a gas station are quick. that would be the cost of the natural gas equivalent would be about $1 a gallon right now with the current natural gas prices. Plus, it's a much cleaner fuel. The engines last longer. The oil changes don't have to be as often, and it pollutes much less. So it's not a perfect solution, but it's a great interim solution. But anyway, I figured I'd post this because I think it's going to be something on people's minds probably in the near term future.